Hi, I'm Bob from Toronto, Canada. In this video, I would like to discuss what it takes to become a great guitar player. Here are 8 tips. Number 1, learn to read music. If you can read music, you'll be able to understand how music works, and you won't be condemned to just reading tabs. You can buy any music book at any music store or library. Here's an example of what I've gone through. The Berkeley series, I'd recommend that one. There's all kinds of music instruction books at music stores and libraries. Over the years, I've seen guitar players struggle because they didn't bother to learn how to read music. And it's really not that hard once you get used to it. And here's an example of a benefit of learning how to read music. I can take a book like this, Bach, piano solos. I can take this music, read it, and turn it into a guitar solo, or transcribe it for guitar. Okay, number 2, practice on an acoustic guitar as much as possible. This will improve your dexterity and the strength in your fingers. If you're learning an electric guitar piece, practice on an acoustic guitar for a while, then on an electric, like so. Practice on an acoustic guitar for a while, then on the electric, and you'll notice a difference. Number 3, listen to as many styles of music as possible, and try to learn to play them. In my music collection, I have everything from Mozart to the Beach Boys to Metallica, and I've learned by doing so how different music styles are related, like how classical and metal are related, as well as rock and blues. Number 4, if you want to excel at something, you have to be willing to make some sacrifices. Practice, 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 instead of playing video games or hang around the mall or whatever you do. When I was a teenager, I spent countless Friday and Saturday nights just practicing instead of hanging out and partying. Yeah, so practice, practice, practice. Number 5, be consistent with your practicing. Try to practice for at least 1 hour a day. It would be better to practice for 1 hour a day for 7 days than to practice for 7 hours in 1 day than to skip a week. So be consistent. Try to practice every day for at least an hour. Number 6, try to develop a good ear through learning the songs by listening to them instead of tabs, because all great guitarists have a good ear. And if you have a good ear, then it's easier for you to play what you hear, and therefore you're more connected with your instrument. You can play what you hear more easily. Number 7, try to work through a daily schedule, like 10 minutes of warming up, then 10 minutes of reading music, 15 minutes of ear training, and 15 minutes of scales. I'll try to be consistent with a daily schedule. And number 8, when you play guitar, play with as much motion as you can when playing, because that's what everyone can relate to when they hear you play, like guitarists and non-guitarists, and musicians and non-musicians. Well, I hope these tips have been helpful, and thanks for watching.